in the past about how to normalize blood pressure in that way to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
When you are withdrawing or when you are going through recovery, the blood pressure, is activated because your minerals are low. That's one thing. Your inflammation is high or you're dehydrated. These are the things you need to address. So, yeah. So you first want to adjust your water level. So if you're drinking 1 cup water, 1 cup coffee,
yeah,
it has to be 8 cup water. That's the equation.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not drinking enough water.
How much cup of water, coffee?
I'll have a coffee in the morning, like a large one, that tall, and then through the whole day, I'll just drink 1 bottle of water. It's the big bottle. It's like a big bottle of water, but that's
How much
the
do you
whole
weigh?
day.
How much do you weigh?
About 175.
So normally the water requirement is half of your weight in ounces.
Wow, that's a lot, right? So what would that be? 175 would be.
Let's say 180, 90 ounces.
So say it was 80 ounces at the least, right?
So you can imagine how much. But you can add liquids to it. Let's say you're drinking 1 cup of soup. It doesn't necessarily need to be all in water.
Right.
But the water content should at least be that many ounces. 90. Now that you know. But then there are sugary drink and caffeine make the requirement go up. Right. So you need to compensate. So if you're taking 16 ounce, let's say, how much is your coffee? 16 ounce?
Yeah, probably.
Or 8 ounce?
Or it might even be like a 20 ounce or something.
So you need to compensate for that by diluting it because it's pure acid. The way you can tell your body is normal or your body is normalizing is get a litmus paper and dip it. If your pH in your urine holds between 6.8 to 7.4, your water level is fine.
Okay.
So that's another way to tell because the acid body, you need to dilute. Think of it that way. You're having a fire inside,
right,
you're going to quench the fire, right?
Yeah. So
that's one thing. The second thing is usually we run out of B vitamins. B vitamin comes from whole wheats.
Oh yeah.
So even if you don't eat, the best way to get B vitamins, it's called nutritional flakes. It is yeast derived. It's called Saccharomyces cerevisiae, and it's a big name.
Where do you get that?
In Whole Food store. It is like a sweet stuff. So one of my friends said she even puts it on popcorn and eats.
Yeah.
So because that is like a natural, because it is a natural source of B vitamins.
And that's better than like the supplement, right? A pill.
Because the supplement it has to break down. The body has to break it down, and you don't have the ability to absorb. Whereas when you do it as a flake, the tongue itself will absorb. Right. See, what you're doing is because most of the taste bud will get it, so the acid wouldn't dilute it. So that's the purpose, and then that is the second thing. Third thing is magnesium. Always we deplete magnesium because what happens is we are eating so much wrong stuff like nitrites, bromides, sulfides, the chlorides, environment has because all the water is now bleach, right?
It's got fluorides and all kinds of stuff.
So what we need to do is to compensate for that, do magnesium, because magnesium is a natural vasodilator. So the bottom number, you have 2 pieces, right? Top number and bottom number. The bottom number will get better with magnesium. The top number will get better with B vitamins.
Okay.
But the B vitamins has to be liquid source or powder source. The nutritional source is nutritional yeast, and the yeast comes from not the brewer's yeast. It's a different type of yeast. They call it nutritional flakes. That's what they call it, the name. And I yesterday cooked with it, and it tasted so good. And my friends were saying, just put it in your popcorn. She says it's like a very nice snack every night, And actually, I like that idea better than it was a little sweet for me. But I think if I'm going to put it on popcorn, I'm sure I can eat the
rather than just by itself.
Yeah.
Right.
So those are the 3 ways you can offset your blood pressure. Try to implement it this week.
Yeah.
At least one
I
way.
want to try at least, to get the magnesium and the B vitamins and drink more water. If I start doing that, we can see if it starts to come
So that way, we can see whether even one method works.
Or even just one of them. Yeah. Well, definitely got to drink more water, but then try to add maybe the B vitamin too.
Yeah, I'm not a big water drinker, so I do something called kombucha. It's like a little bit tart. Have you
No, I never seen it. It's a juice.
It's actually a tea. They
That
brew
sounds
it with
good.
vinegar.
Yeah.
What I do is, in addition, I'll add lemon juice.
Oh yeah.
So because lemon is natural alkalinizer inside.
Yeah.
So you need to just see what is good for you.
So the magnesium though,
It's
is it,
Epsom
is it
salt.
okay to get that in the pill? Magnesium?
I think the best, you could get it in a pill, but what happens with the pill is body still has to break it down. It has magnesium stearate. You know what they did as a study? Our gastric juice is not strong enough. That's why we don't even digest food, hydrochloric acid. Instead, we take antacid to even stop that digestion.
Mhm.
So we always have rotten food in our belly, and that's why it stinks. So they did a study, and that hydrochloric acid is what breaks down the pills, and the pill is built with stearic acids, like magnesium stearate, and like binders. They call it binders,
Right.
it's like grit, right? Like to hold it together.
Yeah.
So there was a guy who is a plumber. He always gets a call from this lady, and her toilet gets like blocked. When they went and they found all these pills she poops out, which is blocking it. Can you imagine what it's doing to your body?
Wow. So they don't even break down.
They don't even. They go straight to the poop. And so many of the physicians nowadays, we recommend only powder-based or liquid-based. So liquid-based vitamin also works.
Yeah.
But it has a weird smell.
Yeah.
So I find the powder-based, at least if you can get it in without tasting it, I would rather take it that way. But whatever works for you.
I've been taking, it's a good one for a multi, it's called Alive.
You should not take multivitamin. The reason is your body cannot handle extra iron. Actually, I'm going to show you a book called Death by Calcium. People, by eating extra calcium from milk and all the multivitamins.
I don't really drink enough milk, so I should get some calcium.
They said milk is #1 toxin for the body.
Really?
They said that's what causes the atherosclerosis.
All growing up, it was supposed to be so good for you,
because everybody lies. Do you know any doctor has recommended to you what food to eat? That's because they are told not to.
Oh, yeah?
Because Hippocrates, when he released No Harm Done, he says food is a nutrition. And American Medical Association is funded by pharmacy. They made a pact with medical companies, medical hospitals, that they would never teach nutrition to doctors.
Oh,
they are only allowed to bring you back if you die. So the critical care, we are very good.
So not the preventive maintenance, but just when everything's already screwed up.
Calcium actually is the reason. See, toxic effects of daily.
So maybe it's good I didn't drink a lot of milk.
Yes, it's actually you're better off not drinking milk. And the one thing you need is vitamin D, which is from sunshine. Right. And vitamin D also you can get it from oily fishes, and you can get it by oil source.
Fish oil.
Oils. So what you need is oil-based vitamins. But even that oil-based, liver cannot process, because if the liver is sludgy, it cannot even process. So the first thing is you need to normalize it by B vitamins, and then give it hydrochloric acid, and then do the oil-based. Because the oil cannot even, that's why we don't even use it properly. In spite of doing vitamin D, many people are deficient. That's because we don't eat enough, other stuff. The best source of vitamin D, if you really want to do it, is like a seaweed.
Yeah.
But we don't know how much mercury you're going to put in. So there are lots of other, and iron is another toxin, because the iron hurts the kidney.
And I always grew up, they kept giving me extra iron.
No.
They said
the multivitamin, that's why you never want to eat.
They called me anemic. Not enough iron, they said. And I used to have to take iron pills.
The anemia happens because of both B vitamins and iron. We have a lot of sources of iron because we have lead pipes, and all these has iron coming in through them. But whereas so iron is extra, and so when we have these chemicals come in, the spleen breaks it down, so the iron gets recirculated, and you have extra iron in the body. The anemia is B vitamin anemia. They call it macrocytic anemia.
Oh, when I was little, they put the two together. Anemia meant that it was an iron
Yeah, that's
deficiency.
because
It
they
was
have
in
to look in the numbers.
70s probably.
And actually, when you go into kidney failure, the first thing they do is pull out extra iron. They pull out extra calcium. So they give you phosphorus to break down the calcium,
Yeah.
and they take out the extra iron and they normalize. Because what you need is ferritin, which is a broken down product of iron, and that the bone marrow has to do. So that's why they do epogen and stuff, which is very expensive.
Right.
So you need the bone marrow to produce your own red blood vessels. So the bone marrow, the only way it will boost is by taking the toxins from the body. The toxins come from gut, the teeth, the organism, and that is what the body is fighting. So by building your immunity, giving it natural supplements, and increasing your B vitamins naturally, you will offset your health, and that would regulate your blood pressure. When your liver is regular, you wouldn't have high blood pressure. It's the earliest sign of toxicity is the liver showing as high blood pressure. So once you regulate your blood pressure, the kidney failure is low blood pressure. People, the minute they get very sick, their blood pressure will fall.
Right. Well, I had hepatitis C and I got it cured. So, and that was a big process.
So which means your liver is still needing help.
Which means that was good to get that done, but now I need to take the next steps to make sure it gets better.
Maybe that's why you were anemic, because the spleen was attacking because of the hepatitis, So I feel just focus on nutrition.
Yeah.
Eat healthy, take B vitamins.
I want to look and see what they have when I go to get my prescription, see if they have any